Hey, Taffy, Vanny, do you guys remember that one time when Brick McArther locked us in a room with nothing to play with in his military base? Oh, yes, I do remember that. And Vanny remembers that too, though. We were so mad at him that we had to ditch that room. What he did was very irresponsible to us. It's just like what happened in the DuckTales reboot where Huey, Dewey, and Louie were locked in a room. And then Huey went that they had two boring uncles now. Now that's just great. Two boring uncles, not fun. Taffy's right. Being irresponsible is not okay. It's not right to be irresponsible and lock children in rooms. No matter what age they are, they're not meant to be locked in rooms. You don't lock children in rooms like that. And giving them marbles, that's lame. And one thing that's really important is that marbles are a choking hazard. Correct. That's what Brick McArthur really should have known. At least Uncle Sonic had a talk with him about that, and he promised it wouldn't happen again. He should have known that. It's not right to be irresponsible towards children, and we don't like irresponsible people. That's true. It's not right to be irresponsible towards people and just lock them in rooms. Unnecessary. Yeah, locking children in rooms is very dumb, unacceptable, irritating, and very, very irresponsible. And I mean by very irresponsible is what you mean. It's not right to be irresponsible towards children, no matter what age. You don't lock children in rooms. It's not okay. Very irresponsible. At least Scrooge learned that lesson, though. The nephews had a reason to be angry at him, and we had a reason to be angry at Brick for locking us in a room. Imagine if Don, Mike, and Zoe saw that. They wouldn't be pleased, though. They probably wouldn't, and Don would have politely let us out, though. As a matter of fact, Mike, Zoe, Sam, and Brick got into a lot of trouble for not accepting our mischief. They're not banished, though, but Knuckles had to give them a serious talk, and then they had to apologize. Well, we do forgive them, though, but they have to accept us. We need love and care and respect. Children may be mischievous now and then, but they have to be treated with respect, no matter who they live with. If it's rather their parents, a foster home, their grandparents, and maybe their older cousin or maybe their older cousins and their aunts and uncle, and even their older siblings if they're adults. Very true. Like if it's 3 siblings or 1 sibling, if the eldest would be the responsible one and the caretaker, which means it's a guardian. That's right. At least Scrooge McDuck has learned that lesson, though. You don't lock children in rooms like that. That's true. So I used a bag of marbles to break the doorknob off, and then we had to ditch that room. And then we went in to touch some expensive stuff by causing more mischief everywhere. I sure hope that Brick McArthur has learned his lesson and that he would respect us. Because, the Total Drama characters are teenagers. And we're children. Clearly, the only teeny character that was nice to us was Dawn. And now that means the others have to be nice to us, too. That means Dawn has a promotion, to keep an eye on them and make sure they behave to us. I'm sure she'll keep an eye on them. After all, she's our friend, though. She found Snow-Anna in the woods one time after Squidward banished her when he was around. Besides, Squidward was irresponsible towards Snow-Anna, though. Yep, but now he's gone. But now Squidbot is out there, so we gotta keep an eye out. And I can't believe Squidbot humiliated Snow-Anna and ruined her date. Yeah, Webby told us about it. Lesson learned, everybody. Do not be irresponsible towards children. Children are meant to be respected at all costs, no matter how old they are and no matter how mischievous they can be. And do not lock children in rooms. It's not okay. It's irresponsible.